Oh, me? I'm not worried. Here's what's going on, and here's why I'm not worried about it. I operate a store on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it has been dead for 2 months. And I'm not talking just a lull in sales, I'm talking flat. And I have to be honest, given this is my first foray into any kind of business whatsoever, I am a little nervous. I have invested a lot of my own money. I had a grand vision of how this was all gonna go. And like most things in life, it's not actually going that way. But like I said, I'm not worried. For those of you who don't know, a Teachers Pay Teachers store is a digital online business. I have hired several employees for my company, RBB Ed. It is named after my father who passed away. I thought that maybe I'd get a little help from the beyond. Dad, I could use a little assistance. Dad? No, that's not his job. He's resting now. Teachers Pay Teachers is a store that's targeted towards obviously teachers, a demographic that historically doesn't have a lot of disposable income, and even less as we enter into times of economic turmoil. Being one of them, I understand the struggle. But again, I don't think I'm that worried. If you want to know what flat sales looks like, I made $36 in May, and so far in June, I've made $8. I see the Facebook groups for Teachers Pay Teachers sellers, and everybody's bragging like, oh, what a crazy June this is. Well, I'm killing it, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it is a little bit disheartening. So why is my store dead right now? We are in the middle of summer, historically not a great time for Teachers Pay Teachers. They're not really thinking about next year, and if they are, they're breaking out in hives because they're so nervous. But something tells me that's not the whole story. The market has gotten a lot more competitive. AI is changing the entire game. It's making it much easier for teachers who know how to prompt to create their own assets in the classroom. They don't really need mine. I spend quite a bit on oversight to ensure that I'm delivering a top quality product. And also, Teachers Pay Teachers is a marketplace, and I don't understand or know the mechanisms of how they work. And also, August is historically when TPT sales ramp back up. I've had over 100 sales already, albeit pretty small, but 100 sales is incredibly encouraging for a new store, and I have every confidence that come August, all of this will be a distant memory. And I'll think later on, maybe years down the line, how the struggle was really the important part, and honestly the fun part. But that's the thing I learned about starting a business. Most of it is largely out of your control. If you're one of those people who think you can control the outcome of anything, you are in for a surprise, because you cannot. I've invested about $20,000 of my own money into this store, and so far, in 6 months, I've seen about a $900 return. The costs are ongoing, and I do have a capital runway that I will explain in more depth in future videos, but it's not infinite. I'm not Bill Gates, thank God. I'm not in any way, shape, or form Bill Gates. That guy is a monster. But here's why I'm not worried. I have a mindset. Just like I told one of my students, if you keep telling yourself something, it'll reinforce in your mind. And I'm telling myself something positive, that I already won. I am moving through this time as someone who has already won. I have completed my business. I have built it from the ground up. I named it after my father. I've invested my own capital. I cannot be attached to the outcome. Because when you attach yourself to an outcome, you're invariably going to let that outcome dictate who you are going forward. I am a winner. I am going to win. And I'm going to make this a success. Actually, it's already a success. Honestly, I just look at what I built. Whenever I start feeling down, I just look at what I built, how far I've come. This is my apartment. It may not look like much, but if you could see where I came from and where I used to live and how I used to live, this is a massive step up. I have a washer dryer. I have an ice machine. I have an air conditioner. This is wild. I have covered parking. I have a gym in the building. There's a pool. These are all things that I never dreamed I would ever have, but I thought about it and I knew I didn't want to be that person anymore, and I willed it. I brought myself here. And I had to go through the unfortunate instance of my father dying in order for me to get here. But I truly believe that I'm walking through this current path as somebody who's already won. I know that sounds a little woo-woo, and believe me, I'm not the person to get too deeply invested in some of that woo-woo stuff, but a lot of it's starting to make sense. There are studies to back it up, how your thoughts can create your reality. There are studies that our reality is structured in a way that our thoughts have a direct impact on the outcome. So as long as I'm staying positive and I'm moving forward, I can't lose. I don't define a loss as me losing $20,000 on this business. I don't think I will, but if I do, okay, it's not devastating. It sucks, but it's not devastating. I'll make it back, one way or another. Maybe this YouTube channel will pop off. Maybe I'll win the lottery. Maybe I'll find a completely different business avenue that I wouldn't have found if I hadn't started on this path. Doesn't matter, life is a tapestry. Life is a beautiful tapestry of possibilities. I'm not counting on this store to save me. I'm not counting on anyone to save me. That's one of the hard lessons I had to learn about life. The people that you count on, they might betray you, they might go away, you might betray them. You are in this on your own. And as long as you keep a positive mindset and you understand that there will be setbacks and pitfalls, eventually you'll come out on the other end a better person. I'm not gonna pretend that 2 months of no sales is fun. It's not. And it can be nerve-wracking. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I have not had negative thoughts. I certainly have. I've had the thought that I ruined my entire life. I thought that I got so over-leveraged and I lied to myself that I thought everything was done. But it's not. It's just starting. Stay tuned for more videos on how to get rich. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, even share it around. It would really help the channel a lot. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.